days off. Is there any rust to shake out for guys?
No, I mean, we really just had 2 days off. So usually we play on Saturday, they have Sunday off, and then we practice on Monday. We played on Thursday. They were back and lifted and ran Friday morning. And then Saturday was the only Saturday that they had off all year because the week before is Saturday they practice. So they were actually pretty good today. Really good today. It was as good a Monday as we've had. So I was impressed, and I think the fact that they got 2 days off at this point in time during the season was a good break for us.
You could have practiced one more time last week, right? By the rules.
Yeah, by the rules, but
yeah.
They probably don't like me that much anyway. But if I told them we were going to practice on Saturday, I think there may have been a mutiny. So. But we give our schedule to those guys before preseason game. So we have our schedule in detail out. We actually had our schedule since last May, so they know exactly when they. And for some kids, it was an opportunity to get home. So they left Friday afternoon to get home for when they were all back full force today. So.
Thoughts on the passing offense Arizona State put in? Seems like maybe a third straight team that really test you guys in the back.
They will. Brock Osweiler is a big, tall, rangy target, and he can throw it. He's got a real strong arm, very athletic. Usually, if you say you're going to play against a kid that's 6'8", he's kind of an immobile guy back there, but he's not. He really keeps things alive with his feet. He's obviously not going to run for 100 yards. That's not by design by them, but he can keep things alive. And they've got a slew of receivers, and they've spread the ball around to everybody. So it's not like they got one go-to guy. There's 4 or 5 guys all with the same amount. They throw a ton of bubble screens. They throw a ton of quick game. But if you try to jump them and do their things, they will beat you over the top. They do have some big pass plays, but obviously it's going to test you because they're going to stretch you from sideline to sideline.
When the team spreads you out, it's sometimes not just your corners, but it's your safeties,
it's your linebackers,
your nickel guys.
Yeah, it's your nickel guys. It's the guys in the slot getting exposed.
Coverage from guys, people besides your corners.
It's been real good. You look at guys like Avery and the guys that have been playing inside for us. Our linebackers have done a really nice job. When you go back and watch the Cal tape, again, they threw the ball 60 times against us, which obviously means we were probably doing a good job in run defense against them. But when they're throwing the ball that much, there wasn't guys wide open. It was even the ones they completed, there were guys draped all over people. So we've been really close in coverage. We haven't given up any big plays, and that's a big thing for us on the defensive side of the ball. I just hope we can start to create some turnovers because we had our hands on a lot of balls on Thursday night, and just for some reason or another, they've been bouncing the other way. So hopefully we can create some turnovers because we're going to need it in this game. This team that we're playing is second or third in the country in turnovers created themselves. So a big factor in this game is going to be the turnover battle.
What does game day mean to you coming here with ESPN? I know you guys can't go, but what does it mean?
I think it's a real tribute to our fans, and I know from talking to the people in game day that they absolutely love coming here just because of the atmosphere that our fans create, how excited they are for it, and it's what college football is all about, and going to college towns and experiencing the passion that people have, and there's no place that I've ever been around that has the passion that these people do. So I think it's a real tribute to our fans, and I don't know if I think this is the 5th time in the last 4 years that they've been back here, and I know they really enjoy coming here, and it says a lot about our fan base.
Chip, what do you do to create more turnovers? Is it just a matter of taking advantage of the chances that come?
It is, and we work on the turnover circuit every day. We do scoop and score, we do strip drills, we do interception drills every day. Nothing's changed for us. We've been on the plus side of it in the 2 years previous to this, and right now we're doing a great job of holding on to the ball, but we haven't created as many as we had in the past. I think we were second in the country last year to Hawaii in turnovers created. Sometimes it's just the ball bouncing the wrong way. There's about 10 times so far this season you're like, oh God, we dropped it, and the interception's right in our hands. So hopefully during the course of the year it'll even itself out, and we'll start to create a little bit more right now, but we'll continue to do the same thing that we're doing in practice right now.
Arizona State's defense, another one of the good defenses in the conference.
It is, tough, athletic. They got 30 seniors on their football team, and they've got a ton of experience. And all those guys that we're playing against defensively that are seniors, we've been playing against for 3 years now. So it's a good, solid defense, very well coached, very gap sound. They have a great understanding of what they're doing because they've been together in the same system for such a long time. So it's going to be another challenge for us.
A guy like Trey Carson, how much how much faith do you have in him, and how has he picked up the offense so far?
We've got total faith in him. Trey played in the first game for us against LSU. He's unique in how he picks things up. Him and DeAnthony are two of the smarter young men I've been around that come in and pick up a system, and I got no question at all. Trey, I wouldn't have any question putting Trey in the first play of the game or having Trey in there in the last play of the game. He knows exactly what he's doing.
And the fact that DeAnthony's played so well as a receiver, do you feel like you may lose something if you put him in the backfield? Or
no, for us with DeAnthony, it's how do we get the ball in his hands. So I think if you're using him in the backfield and you're handing it off to him, you're not losing anything. I think he's explosive in both roles as a receiver and as a running back, and you'll see him playing both again this weekend.
Have you been pretty? Oh, go ahead.
Will DeAnthony have the same position coach this week, or will there be a change there?
Well, it depends. We'll check with him and see how he feels about it.
Have you gotten an update on your guy, LaMichael?
Yeah, I have.
What was his update then?
Same thing I say all the time. He's doing great.
He's doing great.
He's
Shoulders
doing
all good.
fantastic. I don't even know anything about his shoulder. So.
He hurt his shoulder?
No, you just said his shoulder's good. No, I said no. I don't know anything about his shoulder. So.
I was wondering. I was wondering if he had hurt his shoulder.
Oh no,
His shoulder's okay.
Shoulder's great.
Honestly,
How's your shoulder? You got a camera on you.
No, I'm not that strong.
You're not that
LaMichael,
strong.
No.
All right.
Just honestly, when Michael went down, what went through your head? Because you had a great level of concern. Obviously, I mean, you love the kid as a football player, as a kid as well.
When any player gets hurt, you're concerned for them until you can find out exactly where they are and what went on. I didn't see anything of it because I'm so far from the sideline and we don't have television review, so I had no idea what it was until I got on the field. Whether it was a leg, was it an arm, was it a head? I don't know. I just know he was down. Our guys in the booth will tell us, it's who's down. It's LaMichael. So that's all I knew. So I just want to make sure he's okay, and he was good by the time I got to him on the field. So.
I guess him saying that he had the same injury in high school. Were you aware of that?
After the game, I heard the same thing you guys did. So.
Thank you.
Okay, guys.